It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas everywhere I go. Hello, 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 royal family. I am back with another video. All right, today I'm going to do a dessert. Y'all please pray for me and these sweets, but I am cutting back on the sugar. I can't say that. But anyway, today we're going to do creme brulee. It is light, it is custardy, and it's really good after a heavy meal. You know, if it was up to me this Christmas, I would make me a big pot of gumbo and some creme brulee and call it a day. But since I'm hosting, you know, everybody wants something different. But anyway, I'd like to thank all of my new subscribers. Thank you. I'd like to thank all of my ride and die subscribers. Thank you also. Okay, so the creme brulee that we are going to do is going to have a raspberry coulis. It's C-O-U-L-I-S. Let me tell you guys something. I want you to come close. You know what a coulis is? It is a thinned sauce that is either pureed and strained from vegetables or fruit. Also, restaurants, you guys, the fancier the name, the longer the name, the more they can charge for that dish. Just like I did it, beef bourguignon. You really know what a beef bourguignon is? It's a ramped up beef stew. But since it has that fancy French name on the end of it, wow, people are like, ooh, a beef bourguignon. Ooh, that's fancy. No, it's a beefed up beef stew to where they've added wine and also sauteed all of the vegetables to a brown color, which I did not do on my beef bourguignon. So that was an error on my part. But anyway, let's get started with this video, but I wanted to give you guys that tip. So when you see that long name on a restaurant menu, that means they can charge you more money. All right, let's get this train on the tracks. Let's get started. Okay, here are all of our ingredients. Really pretty simple. We have orange juice. That's going to be for the raspberry coulis. We have salt. We have raspberries. We have 5 egg yolks. We have heavy whipping cream. And again, this O is lazy. We have sugar. And we also have Madagascar vanilla. I was going to do a raspberry extract, but I think the coulis will really take it to that level. So I want the custard nice and clean. So the vanilla extract will do that. So the first thing we're going to do is put the heavy whipping cream in a pot with the salt and the vanilla extract. So I'll show you that once I come back. And of course, all of the ingredients will be down in the description box below. And you guys, we're going to use our, you remember when I showed you this? We're going to use it tonight. But also know that you can also do this in your oven on broil. But we're going to use our little gun tonight. Let's see how everything works out. All right, let me get the cream in and I'll come right back. All right, in this bowl here is 5 egg yolks, and we're going to add a 1/2 cup of sugar. And I should have got out my little mixer, but I guess I'll do a little arm work. And we're going to beat this together until it's light. Can you see this? So just keep doing this. Not for sure how long it's going to take. And then after that, we're going to add some of the cream mixture. And what we're going to do is temper the eggs. What temper means is to slowly warm up your egg yolks before we put it into the rest of the mixture. Because if you don't, you will have kind of like clotted eggs, or, you know, really kind of like scrambled eggs, little pieces. So you always want to temper your eggs when you're going to add it to a hot mixture. All right, I'll come back. Let me beat for maybe 3 minutes more, and I'll come back. I hope I can do this justice. Okay, now we're going to take some of the cream mixture, and we're going to just keep stirring the egg yolk. You see I'm slowly adding it to the egg mixture. And I stir that. Okay, you see? Let's do one more spoonful, and then we'll add it to the pot. See? Just keep stirring it. That's what you call temper. And you do that with most custards. Like I have an egg custard recipe out there. That's what I had to do with it. I'm not for sure if I had to temper with a buttermilk pie, but the egg custard for sure. Okay. Now it should be safe to add to the pot. All right. I'll show you next. And then we're going to put these babies in the oven. All right, I combined the mixture, and what I like to do is put it in a pourable container that, you know, has a spout to it. So here I have 4 ramekins, and I have hot water. We're going to cook these in a water bath. I'm gonna say the water is warm. So make sure your water is warm. I'm not for sure how many cups, but do you see where it's coming up to the ramekin right here? That's where your water level should be. It should not cover the whole ramekin, just halfway up. Okay, so I'm going to pour the custard in. You see how if you use a spout, it's so much easier. Okay, let's do this one. I'm really supposed to have 5 ramekins, but I don't know what I did with the other one. Okay, I want you to see that. So let's see if the water is too high on this one. Kind of, sort of, but I'm gonna test it. The water is a little too high, but I don't want to waste the mixture. Okay. So we're going to put these in a 325-degree oven for about 40 minutes. Now, it might still be jiggly a little, but that's okay because we're going to let them cool for about an hour. So let's get these in, then we'll do the raspberry coulis. Okay, Royal Family, we're going to make a raspberry coulis. If I'm saying that right, to go on top is C-O-U-L-I-S. It will be beautiful for the presentation, and it will also taste delicious. So here I have fresh raspberries, orange juice, sugar, and a little water. And of course I'll have the ingredients, the correct measurements of the ingredients in the description box below. We're going to put this on a medium-low and just let everything cook down. Then we're going to take a potato masher and mash the berries. Then we're going to strain it to get all the seeds out, and the only thing you will see is the raspberry sauce. But I'll come back and show you that and actually tell you how long it took to cook it down. All right, nothing left but the seeds. And I was going to discard this, but oh my Lord, it tastes delicious. The seeds are so soft, so you can actually put it on some buttered toast. But what I'm about to do is just eat it. The seeds are delicious. Let me show you what it yielded. Okay, that's the raspberry coulis. And I'm going to let it cool. And this will be part of the presentation. All right, we're through with that part. Okay, I've taken them out of the water bath after 45 minutes. We're going to sit them on this cake rack for 1 hour. Then we're going to put them in the refrigerator for another hour. Then we'll come back and top it with the sugar. You see that? All right, Raw family, here is the finished product of the creme brulee with the raspberry coulis. I'm gonna be honest, you guys. I struggled, not with the recipe, but with this little torch gun. First, I couldn't get it to work. I had to call the store. Then once I got it to work, my movement was not right. You have to move like in a constant motion when you're browning the sugar, but the recipe is delicious. I think the presentation is good. Now I want you to hear the sugar. That is the test that will let you know if you did your creme brulee right. All right. Can you hear that? All right, now let's go in here. Look at this. Smooth, creamy, and it is, I promise you, delicious. Wow. I struggled with it, but wow, it really came out good. The only thing I could say is I could have added a little more sugar on the top to make a thicker layer of sugar. But besides that, winner, creme brulee dinner, because I'm about to eat it for dinner. So sorry for the late video. Please share and subscribe. And Mrs. O wants to bring you one more dessert that is light and would be great after a heavy meal. So until then, let me give it just one more bite. And you guys, once I edit this video, if there's some parts missing, I promise I will have everything down in the description box below. All right, let's go in one more time so you can see that. And I probably could have let it sit in the refrigerator probably for another 20 minutes. But God bless you, and I'll see you soon.